came from the corners where the real ones talk. Now we bring that energy every time we spark. From the mic to the cam, let the whole thing breathe. Boom, back drums while the whole crew leg. Live in the moment, we call it how it is. Culture, music, bars. This the way we live. Real talk only, never watered down. Every episode heavy when we hit the town. TV. From the roots of the city to the world we reach. Every line got grit, every word got heat. Street born vibe with a worldwide beat. Wop, wop, up. Lights on, host in the zone. Let the bass line ride. Crowd up, hands high. Let the whole thing vibe. Talk that. Let the people all see. What the fuck TV? Bring the culture to the beat.
Yo, what up?
Yeah.
What up, yo?
Yeah, I was vibing to the intro. Yeah, what the team? What's good, party people in the place to be? What's up, brothers?
How you fellas doing this week? What's good?
What's up, everybody?
You got to speak into your mic, bro.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You got that fly shit. You got to let it be known what it is.
Nah, I'm just saying. Nah, fly. No, but what's fly is the hat right here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to let know what it is. Okay, we see it. What's good, everybody? You know what I mean? Welcome back to another live TV for you.
Yo, I just want to say I'm sorry that we here on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday, but yesterday was special days for folks. You know what I mean? And I'll get into that real quick. Yo, Echo, you want to just talk for a second while I look for something?
Yeah. Look for whatever you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Look for whatever, man. Look for everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Look for some goals and achieve them shits. You know what I mean? That's what we on right now. Welcome. Yeah, like we was, we always be rocking on a Wednesday. But yesterday was a special day, and it was a busy day for pretty much all of us. So we decided to rock tonight. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being on the live. Thank you for being you. You know what I mean?
And don't forget to subscribe and to hit like.
And hit all
and
types
thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for hitting like. Thanks in advance for hitting like and subscribing to the joint. I had a couple of people. Let me not say a couple. I was about to lie. I had one person hit me up yesterday. It was like, "Yo, what time y'all coming on?" And
that's what's up. That's what's up.
I was like, "Yeah, about that." You know what I mean?
Yo, what a privilege, huh? For people asking that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but
even if it's one person,
that's right.
That's dope. You know what I mean? They wanted to know what was the deal. It was like, nah. But
so
we here tonight. What's good? Yo, how's everybody?
So
hold on. Oh, everybody, how's everybody?
No. The thing is that before we get into it too far, you know what I mean? And we're on this subject, I just want to do this for the folks, you know what I mean? Yo, congrats to all the grads that are coming out. Adi, I want to give you a shout out. Yo, you passed elementary school, you in middle school.
Yes.
Big
shout out to Ari, graduating and going to middle school big time. Congratulations to everybody graduating, everybody's kids, college, high school, middle school, elementary.
That's right.
Big shout
to everyone
investing in all of the events and all of the ceremonies that go along with that.
That's
gotta
right.
Get dresses and suits and photographers. It's a big time. You know what I mean? So big shout to everyone graduated. Big shout to Ari. God bless you.
Know what I mean, and then she's privileged because this is a long weekend, so we got Happy Memorial Day. So
I know.
And now I want to give another shout out to my dude Chris. Yo, thank you for your service. I know you're younger than me. I love you, but thank you for your service. Yo, doesn't it sound weird saying thank you for your service to a kid that you basically grew up looking at.
It's
You get
true,
what I'm
right?
saying?
Like, wait a minute, you're the one that's supposed to be giving me props for keeping
Exactly.
you
And we're like,
alive, and
yo,
we over here,
Chris,
you know what I mean?
thank you for your service, bro.
Nah, that's for sure. Hey, big shout to Big Chris doing it big. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Clasico, for raising such a uh, prestigious young man that would even
Facts.
consider doing that. So
Facts.
big shout to the
Oh,
whole family.
and
And
wait a minute,
if
wait a
you
minute.
guys don't mind, because I'm gonna share this link with them so it could go
Yeah.
back to them. But I
Of
want to give a
course.
huge shout out to everybody on the USS Mirtha. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
The USS
So
Mirtha. All right,
my
all right.
son Chris was out in the ship for a couple weeks and he had a great time. So everybody who showed him a lot of love, from the captain all the way down, props to
Yo,
everybody on the USS Mirtha. If you don't know, real quick, that was the ship that recovered the astronauts that just recently came back from circling
Okay.
the moon. I think it was called the Artemis 2 or something like that.
Word.
So
Okay.
out in
Fire.
they're based out of San Diego, but they were out in the Pacific. So big
yo,
shout
that's
out
what's
to
up, bro.
everybody.
Word.
And
Big shout to
Let me give
everybody.
a shout out.
and you know what? Thank you for your service. And I know y'all got good credit. So if y'all want to just drop a donation, y'all can.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You know, big shout to everyone over there at the USS Mirtha. It's Mirtha.
It's
Word,
There we
Mirtha.
go.
Yes, it's Murtha is yeah. I think
word,
I'm
All right,
pronouncing
all
it
right, all
correctly.
right. That's what's up.
word.
Yo, hopefully we could get some pictures at one point or another of the crew so we could put it up and give them a shout out, you know.
That'll be fire.
Um, but fellas, yo, this Iceman dropped on last week and the
Ice,
internet is hot.
it's hot. You know, I was like, man, when I was considering the albums to review, I I almost thought about it. I didn't even consider it. I almost thought about reviewing Iceman, and I chose not to because I felt like there's probably going to be a million reviews about that album.
Th-
But I've yet to
There's not
listen
just a
to
million, there's 1,000,005 at
it.
least.
At
You know what
least
I'm saying?
I've yet to listen to it. Have you
I,
listened to it, or you
I
should?
listened to some stuff. I listened to some stuff. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Because I was actually waiting to see if, you know, he threw shots at people. You know what I mean? I wanted that wow factor. But it makes me think, is Drake truly back? Or is this just a campaign? Like, is he back? Or is this just a facade?
I
Is
mean,
Drake back? Or is he just in his feelings again?
well, I think he's always been in his feelings, isn't it?
Always in his feelings. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of artist he is, right? He's always like, you know, letting you know how he feel about shit. But I mean, is there something? I don't know. I don't know if the thing with Kendrick was enough to get him out of here forever. I don't think. I mean, I still
Uh,
think he's that kind of generational artist.
do you think that the fans view him the same? Do you
Yeah,
think fans view him the same after all that Kendrick did
yeah.
in the
His
Super
fans,
Bowl?
his fans are gonna rock with him. The
His
people that
stands, call it what it is. His
yeah,
stands are gonna rock with him.
that's fine. Yeah, but he has those. So my whole thing is, you know, the people that were on the fence about Drake definitely might not rock with him because that's all they needed was like confirmation that the dude is not who he is and whatever. I've always, I'm not that type of fan. I'm not that. I look at things differently. So I'm like, you know what? I like some Drake songs, and I don't like a lot of Drake songs, and I'm just always going to be like that for me. I don't think this
Dude,
Kendrick
let,
give you like,
let,
oh, he really fucked him. You know, he's really whack.
can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you?
Be honest.
Yo, so Iceman came out, and all I heard in my head was dun 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 dun. Dun. Yo, that's all I
Yeah,
had in my head.
yeah. I think
That's
I think that's the consensus. What you think, Clasico? As far as like, I know you have you heard the album?
No, but I did a little bit of research to get feedback from others before I would judge. and I felt like there was a 50-50 split. A lot of people were feeling like it was like, they're still stuck on that Kendrick stuff, and other people were like, yeah, or we're saying what O was saying. Oh, he's back, and I'm like, I'll give it a listen.
Wait, fellas, hold on. Yo, Chris is watching us. Yo, much love, my brother. Much love.
Big Chris, hello, guy.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, man, but
it's so
Chris,
good. That was worth every interruption. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not moved by a lot of that stuff anyway, man. I'm sorry. I'm the wrong person to ask. I mean, I'm gonna give the Drake album a listen, and if it's cool to me,
here.
Huh?
Same here. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a rock it, and if it's dope, it's dope, and if it's not, it's not. And then Kendrick comes out with something, I'm a rock it. If it's dope, it's dope, and if it's not, it's not. I mean,
bro, all I know is he took shots at everybody coming out the gate. You know what I mean? And one thing that I was amazed was, and I didn't hear it, but I have to go back and look for it and listen to it. Was he actually mentioned something about Kendrick's album coming down? And I remember on Twitter, I put out a little video that was, him talking about, everything went down, whatever, and his little video that he's walking away. And I was like, yo, I put 2 and 2 together. Was it him? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Was it Drake that made the albums come down?
Was it Drake that has something to do with it, or is he just gaslighting at this point? Right. You know what
I mean? Who knows, man? I mean, I wish I was more invested in that topic to really talk about it. I never, I enjoyed the music that came out, but I wasn't too deep into the whole lawsuit and who could do what and what did what. I think that I think Drake's following. I mean, he's still one of the biggest selling artists of all time. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
What comes out against him, he's still gonna be that dude.
Yeah. He may be, but we'll just have to see what happens. I know Rick Ross had a couple of comments, and some other people have been commenting on the album and stuff like that, but.
I will say this. I will say this. One thing I did notice is a lot of people were like, "Oh, he addressed it maybe a little bit too much. He addressed the beef maybe a little too much." But what if Drake would have done an album where he wouldn't have addressed the beef at all? They would have criticized him for that too.
Yeah, regardless. I think regardless, you're right. Regardless, he would have been criticized.
I know being in that position where you kind of have to think of like, do I let him know? Do I speak my piece now? You know what I'm saying? Or do I just leave it alone? I think no matter what he did in that sense, the people were going to criticize it anyway,
Yeah.
So I think it's unfair. Like, oh man, he did too much. No, it was some crazy allegations. So he probably trying to clean up his name and let people know it ain't really like that, and that might take some effort. It might take a lot of effort.
Well, what wasn't an allegation over the weekend? You know what wasn't an allegation? Yo, Clarissa Shields going buck wild and having an altercation with Alicia Baumgartner.
Man, I haven't seen. Did you have the video?
Bro, I could get you the video. But my dude, she got banned from MVP Boxing. Jake Paul's company, she got banned. Now, I just want to say something real quick. Okay. I remember a few episodes ago, I said something about I love me some hood chicks from the hood. So I just want to correct that statement. Okay, or I want to retract that statement. But I'm going to retract it in another way.
Okay.
Yo, Papoose, what are you doing, bro? You went from Remy Ma to Clarissa Shields, bro?
Hey.
Come on now.
Hey.
Come
so
on
what?
now.
So Remy Ma's not a hood chick?
Yo, but Remy Ma knows how to carry herself.
now that she has money.
I don't really care. Yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, Remy Ma still look good, still carries herself well. Okay, she was in jail. It's all good,
looks.
yo.
You talk about more looks.
Nah, even the way she carries herself. Yo, Remy Ma knows how to talk. She's been on the news when she was on the news with RBE and they were talking about battle rap. Bro, she knows how to have a conversation. Clarissa Shields is just hood.
I would say Remy Ma is definitely trained to speak in public somewhat, definitely compared to Clarissa Shields. She might have had a team that might have, given her some pointers and shit like that. Because she does articulate herself pretty nicely in public.
Oh, you know what I would do at this point? I would stop the whole universe from moving, and then I'll remove Remy Ma from Easy the Block Captain's side, right? Put Clarissa Shields next to Easy the Block Captain, and then Remy back with Papoose.
That's wild.
Yo, come on now. Honest to God.
What if Papoose just wants some protection or something? He's looking for
from a female boxer.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's trying to kick his ass and he needs some protection.
Hey, let him tell it. He's nice with the hands, bro.
Wasn't Remy Ma beating people up in jail? Maybe he's scared of her and he got somebody that he knew could whoop her ass.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, I want to retract that statement. I like them hood, but not that hood. You know what I mean? Because that's a hood. Yo, when she's making Instagram posts and she's smacking a teeth while she's eating, bro, she's hood. Okay. Okay, listen. And the worst thing is they offered her a contract to sign with MVP Boxing, right? So if she would have signed the contract, then she could have just done all that hoopla, rah, yo, let's fight. But this wasn't even a boxing match. This is a UFC kind of event. Why you coming off the Richter like that? And thanks to Boxing Eagle, because I heard him talk on it, you know what I mean? So I don't want to take what he said for my words, but he's like, yo, if she would have signed with MVP, then she could do all the rah-rah noise that she wants. You know what I mean? She could go full ghetto. But come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, Papoose.
When did the altercation take place?
Yo, after the fight, because she was watching that match, whatever. I forgot her name, and I was gonna talk about her this week. But the match ended up being like 17 seconds. Which is the girl that she was a UFC and then she went into WWF, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yo, Ronda Rousey, after like 10 years being out, she went back and beat the chick in 17 seconds. And then afterwards, bro, Clarissa Shields smacks Bumgarner. And the worst part is that they might be taking legal action against her because that's assault.
Yeah, that's assault.
You know what I mean? Yo, like, I just got another thing to say. Yo, Papoose. Go back with Remy Ma, bro. This is black love. Black love, boy. Come on now. It's just crazy. But anyhow, Yo, so there's another little topic that came up is in the Bronx, there's gonna be a school up hip hop. And it's expected to open sometime in 2026. Now, knowing a Bronx school is not going to open till 2029 or something like that, but you know what I mean? Hopefully it'll come out 2026. Now, can you see yourselves putting your kids in a hip hop school? And if so, why?
I mean, according to what they're saying, it's going to be like the typical curriculum. It's just going to be
okay.
There's going to be a lot of, so I don't see why not. But what do you think, Echo?
You're on mute, by the way, just in case.
Who, me or Echo?
Echo.
Yeah. Hip hop school. I haven't read too much on this. Is it what is the curriculum like? Because I just want my kid to at least know some basics. Then after that is whatever.
So if I'll give it to you right here as I opened it up just to double check. The curriculum is rooted in the 5 elements of hip hop: emceeing, DJing, graffiti, breaking, and knowledge of self. Core academics, which is why I said if it's got the core academics, is one thing that you're incorporating hip hop. Well, I don't see the big deal behind it, but
and I don't see Clarissa Shields teaching a class there either.
Right.
No, Clarissa.
Damn, you really hit her hard today,
bro. Is that hood? Nah, but for real, Echo. Like, would you see yourself putting your son in a hip hop school?
For sure. For sure, especially if they have a core curriculum where they're still learning the basics of reading,
right,
arithmetic, and if it's done on the premise of hip hop and that kind of and the kind of hip hop swag or whatever, however they incorporate it in, of course, you know what I mean. I've seen throughout the years how they have all of these MCs now as guest lecturers and even holding residency in some of these universities as professors, breaking down lyrics, breaking down Nas's lyrics, breaking down Lupe, breaking.
I'll go to that school if it's like that. We're not breaking down Nas's lyrics. But let me add something. You had mentioned about the core academics. So check this out. For example, algebraic equations are explored via musical pattern recognition, and world languages are taught through reggaeton and cultural analysis. So they're going to use even music to teach your core classes.
So basically what you're saying is you're making it fun for kids with ADHD to actually learn.
Right. Basically.
Okay. So you're going to have Method Man teach English and come in METHOD, man. METHOD.
I mean, I would say, I'm not a big believer in the ADHD. I think every child has ADHD. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And a lot of it is because, they have so much creative energy. And sometimes they may not know how to guide that. I think having a hip hop curriculum can help them drive that energy, whether they want to be beat makers, whether they like to bang on tables, whether they just can't, right? If a kid can't stop talking at the end, teach them how to write.
Or they can't concentrate, right.
Yeah, or they can concentrate and they do a lot of things at once. Help them how to multitask by being a DJ, where you have to kind of, you always have to be in control of the faders and the volume and the things like that. Now you got someone that can't concentrate on one thing. You're teaching them how to concentrate on various things, controlling sound, like what a DJ does, right? So, I think it'll be super dope for that, and I'm glad that they're doing it. Big shout to the Bronx. Big shout to everyone.
And if I can add,
and everyone who's from the BX.
If I can add real quick, sometimes I'm not saying that even kids that don't have ADHD, if you look at it, imagine using a different formula to teach kids your core classes. Yeah, they think they don't realize they're even learning their core subjects because you're incorporating something that's fun and entertaining for them. You know what I mean?
And I think this is actually going to be good for violence that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? Because once folks understand that music is just love and, how everybody comes together around music, there are no barriers in music. You just keep learning. You know what I mean? I think it's going to calm down it's going to bring down the amount of violence that actually goes on, unless, you just go this squad against this squad and you're battling it out. You know what I mean? But if it goes down to the core, they're going to learn how to get along via music. So that was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a dope idea. Big shout to everyone involved in that. It's dope, and it's dope that it's being built in the borough where it all started. I think that's
right.
Cool.
Yeah, that's right.
So big shout to, like I said, everyone involved in that and everybody in the BX.
But with every good thing that happens in the society and with the children out here, there's another thing that came up, and it's this application, Omagli AI looks maxing. Have y'all heard of that, or should I tell y'all a
Nah,
little bit about
man.
it,
How do you
No,
even spell that?
bro?
enlighten us.
Bro,
How do you even spell
okay,
that?
yo, Omoggle. So y'all remember Omegli, where people? Oh, wait a minute. We have a little thing here. MCs teach about language and writing. DJs will teach kids about math because music is math. Breakdancing will teach the culture of all types of dance and how it is how it's incorporated. That's what's up. That was
Oh,
one of the comments that came out. So
okay. Big
you
shout
know what
to
I
whoever
mean.
made that comment. Who made the comment?
That was Misunderstood
Okay.
Inc.
Big shout to
presents.
Misunderstood TV and all that. Always
Oh,
watching.
that's right. Graffiti will
Yo,
teach
misunderstood
art
is my
and
guy.
use
That's
math.
all I gotta say. That's
You
my
know what I
dude
mean?
right there. Shout out to misunderstood. That's my guy.
That's right.
Misunderstood gonna
Is he
come through.
misunderstood because he? Nah, let me stop. Let me stop.
Because
Yo,
no, no, no. Leave that alone. That's my dude right
make,
there. Shout out
make
to
sure
him.
you like. Well, I think he subscribed, so that's what's up. Yo, thanks for coming through. But anyhow, this new app. Okay, these kids are already messed up in this world right now. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
With these words like cringe. Oh my gosh, this is so cringe, and they get hit with a thumbtack and they already want to cry or go to therapy. You know what I mean? Now, now this new app, what it does is y'all remember Omegli, that it was like random people would just pop up in your live.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maggie. No,
remember that
don't
app?
look at
Okay, so how can I? Okay, so it's an app and you meet new people. So
that.
they could
Okay.
hang up and you switches to the next person and the next person and the next person. Well, with this application, what it does is AI like puts dots on your face and mathematically, equates if you're handsome or not.
Mm.
So now you're having AI incorporated telling people if they ugly or not.
Hell no. It's enough people. Listen, I got regular people telling me I'm ugly. I don't need a computer telling me I'm ugly too.
That's a fact.
So AI can that because I'm not with
Yeah,
it.
but you a grown ass man. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
but
But
all
I
right,
mean
but
these
think about it for
kids.
younger people generation.
Imagine. Yo, these kids, like I said, yo, they get hit with a thumbtack. Oh my gosh,
Right.
I need to go take counseling. I can't
Yep.
take this anymore. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Uh, Now imagine this application telling a kid already with low self-esteem, yo, you ugly as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is gonna it's just bugging out, man. Just
I
people bugging
think,
out.
yeah, I think that's another facial recognition scheme,
Yeah.
or I don't trust those things,
Oh,
man.
like it's like a back door to other.
Of
Oh, I
Yeah.
course,
like
man.
that. I
Yeah,
like that.
That's a
I
good.
yeah.
like that echo. I like that.
Yo, you should work
So,
for the CIA.
Uh,
well,
hey, listen, I don't know about none of that, but they ain't gonna catch me on with that okie doke.
do y'all remember one of the first applications that was actually gathering that type of information?
I mean, the first,
First
man,
app.
Yeah,
Give
one
us
of
a
the
hint.
first. One of the first.
Give us a hint. Damn,
Old
I
old people
old people.
or a baby. Okay, I'm gonna put it. The app came from Russia.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You,
So
you know the
you
name?
remember? I don't recall the name, but you remember the app that it could make you look much older, like what you would look at like as an old man.
Oh, that
I was
was
around.
called
I was around the pandemic too.
no, it
Around
was
the
called
pandemic.
yeah, but it was called geez, what was the name of that app? Now I'm stuck, but I know exactly
Geez
what you're talking.
Louise. Yeah. Well, that was one of the first
That
apps
was one of the
that
first ones.
that was actually trying to capture all of our facial features and to see how we would actually look older in order to keep it in a database.
Hmm. Yep.
and it was from Russia.
Damn, bro.
That's why I don't be
So
trusting the joints, man.
all,
You can't. I
all
mean,
of those things is crazy.
I got pictures on the net, but I haven't. I don't really post anymore like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
I try not
you
to
know what I
use
mean.
facial recognition joints.
Yeah,
I watch too
yeah.
many. I watch too many CIA joints for that.
No,
Too
for
many
real,
FBI.
bro. It's crazy. And what's crazy is I heard it from a smart person. Um, ARP was like, even when he posts on social media, he never posts on social media where he's at the same day.
Of
He'll
course.
take a group of a bunch of pictures, whatever, and he'll just spread it out. And I was like, wow, that joint is hot because you never know who's looking for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that what led to the death of this rapper Pop Smoke? No,
Oh yeah,
he
yeah. And I
posted.
think yeah.
He was like staying at an Airbnb and he posted the address and that's how they ran up
Mhm.
on him. Am I
Yep.
correct? Right?
Yeah, he's not the only one that's done that, but yeah, he's probably one of the more popular ones that I don't know if he posted his address or he posted something and that
No,
had like the shipping label.
it was it was an envelope or something that had
The
the shipping
envelope.
of the
It was like, oh
Airbnb he
word.
was staying in. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like, oh word, all
Yeah.
right.
So,
Yeah,
so if
man.
you're not putting your image on the net, you're putting some address on the net, and it's all gonna come back. It's all gonna come back. You know what I mean?
I don't play them games. I don't play them
Yo,
games. Ain't nobody gonna catch me like that on the okie doke.
Nah, what I do is if I'm going there, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'll snap 1,000,000,001 pictures, and when I come
yeah,
back, then I'll do it. I'll post it.
yeah,
You don't
exactly.
need to know I'm
You
on
know,
vacation till I come back.
but these kids nowadays, they're just bugging out, and it leads me to this one. Like, have you ever sat back and actually thought of what we actually was watching when we were young?
Well, as far as
Cartoon wise, like what these
Mm.
cartoons were teaching us.
yeah, man, I see that shit now as an adult. I'll be like, God damn.
In retrospect, yeah, you start kind of analyzing, like, damn, we was really watching this.
The- Bro,
What-
these kids have not lived life at
Not at
all.
all.
At all. You know what I mean? Coming from, Elmer Fudd was what? He had a speech impediment. He stuttered, right? He stuttered, but
he
And
started
he hated rabbits.
he hated rabbits
Daffy
until, huh? What happened, Echo?
Daffy Duck had the lisp, the lift.
Yup, exactly. Philly rabbits. You know what I mean? And then freaking Bugs Bunny dressed as in drag, and that's when Elmer Fudd would just fall in love with a drag queen,
A drag queen bunny.
a
And
bunny at that.
what was the rooster that had the Cajun accent?
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Is that the one that used to go, I said,
A
come here,
sucker
boy.
cash. Yeah,
You know,
Come here, boy.
It's crazy.
That
'cause,
was
like,
Sylvester. Yeah.
it's crazy because like years later in my late teens, I get to move down south. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy crap, these people talk completely different. You know what I mean? And that shit was wild. You know what I'm saying? Then when I met somebody that talked like that for real, I'm like, oh, okay, this is a thing. I didn't know, bro.
You know,
Everyone talks
If
this
I could
way.
point another one out, I know we're gonna go through a list, but y'all remember in what was it? I think it was Tom and Jerry that they only showed that African American woman from the waist down.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Didn't they show
And
everybody
she
from
had
the waist
that
down,
real
bro?
strong
Yeah,
southern accent.
No, it was everybody from the waist down.
Yeah, I think they showed everybody from the waist
Oh,
down.
was it? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now talking about Tom and Jerry, there's a theory that they were actually friends and they were in cahoots. So the theory is that the reason why Tom never ate Jerry was because they always got to eat together. So it was a plan that he would always chase Jerry around, but would never eat him because then he would be out of a job.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah, okay.
It's
That's
crazy, bro.
I never heard of conspiracy theory
Oh,
about Tom
it's
and Jerry, dog.
bro,
That's crazy.
it is crazy. So, just think about it. Did Tom eat Jerry?
Never, but he was always getting his ass kicked by somebody to prevent it.
Well, when he knew that somebody was watching to see if he was catching the rat. You know what I mean?
And in theory, you could say that Jerry was an instigator more than Tom. So
yeah, but he was the rat, so he was the one getting the cheese going into the refrigerator. You know what I mean? But they always ate together.
Right.
Okay, talking about rats in Looney Tunes, you had a Mexican rat. Arriba, ándale, ándale.
Oh, it was a rat.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez was a rat.
Okay.
Yo, and I saw, and speaking of that, there was a point where he mentioned something about marijuana and all that stuff. I was like, stop playing. We was really watching that stuff.
Bro, we were watching things that they were implanting us since child. Like, now I understand Diddy. He used to watch Pepe Le Pew.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
What did Pepe Le Pew do?
Oh, he's a sexual predator.
He was a sexual predator. Yo, that's crazy.
And he stunk too, which is crazy work. How you gonna stink and you hitting on women and I mean like vicious. Now it was funny for us back then, but this all plays to the whole kids today are a little bit more sensitive. But just picture that for a minute. A stank skunk squeezing a woman, trying to get off of his arms, and he just was like, nah, baby, come on over here. Give me some of that.
All that he was waiting for was some lotion.
Or baby oil.
Baby oil. You got what I'm saying?
Yo.
Bro,
that's crazy. That's crazy. My man Pepe Le Pew was wild. And he had that human body odor too, wilding. And chicks was like, nah. He was like, nah, we're gonna do this. And they was like, no, we're not.
Persistent.
Wait a minute, bro. Y'all missing the thing. Y'all missing a key fact right there. What have they been saying about French people all these years?
That they smell and they don't shave their pits.
And that's definitely an American stereotype.
Yeah, and we were correct. There, Speedy wasn't a rat; he was a mouse. Thank you very much. You get what I'm saying? But bro,
okay, all right.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy what we used to watch. Like, No,
I was gonna say, I think these kids are leaving animated stuff way earlier than we did. I think. Even my son now wants to watch like America's Funniest Videos. Like he'll still watch a lot of animation, but I'll be like, "Yo, man, watch some cartoons or something, man." You know what I mean? At 7, you can tell me I didn't want to watch nothing live. I want to watch straight cartoons.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, my daughter, the 11-year-old. Even in her 9, 10 years old, what they're doing now is they're feeding kids. They're doing reality TV shows for kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so they're not giving them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But they started with us. You can't do that on television. That was reality shows for us.
That was a great show, by the way. But no, I mean, when you're not giving kids cartoons, you're not allowing them to develop their creative. I know there weren't the best cartoons as examples, but that's where kids use their creative sides.
They were the best cartoons. They made us
I'm talking about today. If you look at it in today's world, they weren't the best cartoons in terms of what they're showing. If they would have been playing those cartoons today, everybody would have been protesting left and right. But at least we had that ability to sit down and watch a Rugrats or watch Rugrats was past our years.
I watched Rugrats. Rugrats was good.
Really? You watched it?
Wow, I raised a kid.
You was like 14 years old.
You was 14 years old when that came out.
Oh, bro, remember my first ex-wife? I was raising her son. We watched Rugrats together.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it slide,
but you didn't watch Rugrats as a kid, though. You didn't watch Rugrats.
No, not as a kid. As a grown adult. And I'm happy to say that.
By the way, one more, and I know I don't want to extend this so much, But you know who was also a sexual predator? Uh, Brooded. No, what was his name? The one that was always going after Popeye's girl. What was his name?
Brutus.
No,
Brutus.
not Brutus. Was it? No, it was.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
was it
Popeye.
Brutus?
Bruto. Brutus.
Something.
Bruto.
Let me. Hold on. It was
Bro,
Brutus.
it was crazy. So then what? You're saying that Popeye had to eat a whole bunch of weed in order to get strong and stuff?
I just
Canned
said,
weed.
Yeah, weed.
who?
Bluto.
Bruto.
Bluto, or
Bluto. Okay,
Brutus.
okay.
It says here also known as Brutus.
All right.
Duh.
All right.
Okay, so
Duh.
we was
So
close. We was close.
You know what I
Brutus
mean?
was just a home record. Eh? He was just trying to.
Homewrecker and sexual predator.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
yeah, too
Can't
much
believe we're
of
talking
those
about
sexual predator stuff. Not as much as
Listen.
Pepe Le Pew, but Pepe Le Pew was really wilding. But Brutus, yeah, man, he was after. He was man. He was pressing. He was pressing olive oil.
for real, as she had. Let's keep
Nothing,
this
bro.
PG. Let's keep this PG.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
let's be
But
real. She didn't have nothing, bro. She looked like a walking stick with 2 pimples.
facts.
Catchy's going
Facts.
crazy. No curves. Shorty had no curves.
Nothing, bro. And they fighting
Crazy.
over her. My man is breaking cans and eating marijuana out of a can, and this other dude
Facts.
over here sexually abusing her. Come on, man.
Now,
No.
if you listen, if you want to get into some darkness, why was Smurfette the only female in a Smurf village?
I know.
Yo, I'll leave that right there. But yo,
I know, right? Damn, now you got me thinking.
bro, it's crazy. But
Big shout-
anyhow,
Big shout to all the 80s babies, man.
that's 70s too.
But our formative years were in the 80s.
The 80s. That's right. You know what I
Fair
mean?
to
Yo, that joint was hot. You know what I mean? But anyhow, yo, let's take a quick break and we're gonna switch gears.
Cheers, man.
Do you
That's
mind if I
what
say
we're
something real
saying.
fast? The Knicks are up 4 at halftime.
Go Knicks, man.
Yo, I'm
Go
sorry.
Knicks.
Before we keep going,
Big shout
who's
to
gonna
everybody.
take the chip? Who's gonna take the chip? Because San Antonio's down 2.
No, they're 1-1. Yo,
what
did
the
you just
hell?
get you put the peace
Yeah.
sign up?
Oh yeah.
'Cause you got the it comes
yeah,
up.
I got the emojis on. Oh damn, I hate that stuff.
Oh,
Well,
look
give
at
a
that.
like. No. Give a like. Share.
What you looking for?
Share
A rainbow
and-
echo? My man over here doing this and doing all
If
ballerina.
I keep doing this, I get a big spliff.
The reading rainbow.
Rainbow.
You know
Nah,
what I mean?
man. Yo, the day they did the DMX version, I lost all credibility in all my childhood was gone. Yep.
Come on.
There's a DMX version.
Yo, listen, don't say nothing. Just do yourself a favor. When we're done with the shows here, go on YouTube and look Reading Rainbow theme song featuring DMX. You will
I'm
never
gonna check it out.
you will never be the same after it.
Well, let me check it out while we take a quick break. All right, fellas, we'll see you in a second.
Hurry up and vibe.
Yeah. Hurry up and vibe. Yo, what's good? Everybody in the place to be. Man, listen, I always try to look for a good topic to bring to my brothers and discuss it for you all and maybe get your creative juices flowing and maybe get your thoughts and opinions on things. And man, I am so happy to be part of a community that's always been around, but it's just always been in the shadows. And now with the with the popularity of social media, of course, uh, a lot of people are beginning to be well informed about it. And that is the beat maker community, man. Big shout out to everyone who makes beats and enjoys it, and not just for secret reasons and all types of reasons. Basically, I wanted to just say that beat makers, they don't really need a story, right? They don't need compared to rappers. They don't need to be shot 6 times. They don't need a 6 pack. They don't need a viral freestyle. Um, your drums and the way you arrange music does the talking for you. So for decades, rap has been at the center of hip hop culture, while producers remained in the background a little bit. Um, Very similar to DJs, right? Where hip hop culture started with DJing, and the DJ was the epicenter of the culture and what kept the culture moving. And then when some records came out and MCs showed their ability and their charisma and their personality, a lot of people just pretty much started uh, just kind of moving towards loving the MC more than the DJ. And the DJ kind of went back into the shadows. Same thing with the beat maker. It wasn't until like the 90s, maybe, where there was a culture of fans that just wanted to know who produced the beat, right?
Yes.
Like the beat became a thing where, now there you go, who did that? Oh, Pete Rock or Premier. Today, though, the beat maker has become a cultural force in the culture. And there's now sample culture when it comes to beats, where for a long time, original stuff dominated the airwaves. Non-sampling beats were the thing, but now there is a sample culture thanks to the growth of Griselda and underground labels,
Yes.
Rock Marciano, The Alchemist. These cats are now offering these beats now to major artists, to commercial artists like a Drake or Kendrick, where now they're getting these kind of sample based beats. So that has helped beat maker culture just kind of grow a little bit. With the release now, the latest and greatest, the MPC sample that I got one right here. Hey, big shout to everyone still waiting on this one. It's on back order, I think still. I just got mine a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been able to do anything with this. I figured some things out, and I can't figure a lot of things out. So I'm still working on it. But this particular machine has the beat making community in a frenzy right now. Everyone wants an MPC sample. It's so easy to use, but it's also easy to carry, and it doesn't feel like it was cheaply made. Any beat maker enthusiast who's been able to get their hands on this, they've been loving it. They've been loving it, and they've been praising it. So yeah, man, I just wanted to get into that. I wanted to also display some of these artists on social media who have been posting videos doing their creations, showing their creations on the MPC sample. And it's a melting pot. It's a hidden melting pot in hip hop right now. It's pretty much, the communities include teenagers, older people, different ethnic backgrounds. You'll see even kids pretty much just getting crazy on the MPC sample, and it's a beautiful thing. Every background, Black American, Latin, Asian, Middle Eastern, European, doing everyone is sampling from what they know and what they grew up with. Whether they're Brazilian, they might be sampling Brazilian records. If they're Japanese, they might be now digging for like old Japanese records that they could sample. And it's become a global culture when it comes to beat makers. More so, I would say, as popular as rap was when it first went global and everyone wanted to start rapping. think the same movement is kind of going on in the beat making culture. So I have a couple of videos. I want you guys to check it out. I put some videos together of some of these artists on social media that are doing their thing, and I wanted to show you guys and want to see what you guys think about it, man. See what it's hitting for.
Good stuff.
What happened? You're laughing.
Did we forget to pay the bill? Yo, I gotta say, while we prompt that up, you gotta make a video of it, bro. I'll tell you, I'll be looking forward to you doing some beats if you don't mind someday.
Yeah, I want to. I just want to figure this thing out.
You're in the process of getting things.
Of course, yeah. I haven't worked on an MP in a while, so I have to get just back used to doing beats this way.
But I watched this whole video and I was like, man, you doing one of these once? Because I'm assuming, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, you're programming everything right now, so you're in the process of getting it together. But
no, I'm trying to learn the machine well enough to where I could do all of the things that it has to offer. It's a little machine that has a lot of features, and so I think you see what O sent. I think O might need to come back out and come back in.
I think O may have lost connection. O, for those who don't know, O is our technician. He is the electrical guru. He also pays the rent on this channel. So it's just you and I right now. So we could talk all the stuff we want to talk about and make fun of him while he's not here.
Yo, man, listen. Pay your bill, man. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
big shout out to everyone who pays their bills, man. It's tough. It's a tough thing.
Shout out to everybody who pays their bills. Shout out to everybody watching us right now live and those who are going to watch later. Many blessings to everybody. Please subscribe, hit like. Just a follow, just a like will help us in growing this channel. It is a passion project for the three of us. We're three brothers that have grown up together and have a lot of to share to the world. Echo with his podcast, O, and myself. So I definitely, we definitely would appreciate the support. Hit like, don't forget to share with other people. Put it on your Instagrams, put it on your Facebooks. Tell everybody that What the Fuck TV is here, and hurry up and vibe. And Los Clásicos RD are here to wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Do not forget that. Shout out to, drop some names. Drop some names so we can give props to people. We want to shout out people in the comments.
Yeah.
We're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty. And Echo, I hope you don't mind me just saying this in the meantime while we get the kinks taken care of O on his end. But it's your show, brother. It's your world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Handle. Do your thing.
Nah, man. It's all good while we wait for O. I wonder what I think a lot of new albums out, a lot of new music. It was tough to pick an album to review, but I hope people like it. That's after we finish the beat making little segment.
Yo, can we give a shout out to Diego right quick? So shout out to Diego for listening on the comments. Appreciate the love and the support. Shout out to Diego. I'm trying to see if I can get O on because the videos are not up on the system, so we can introduce some of the other the videos you provided us. Big
shout out to everyone that smokes cigars, man. Big shout out to all my cigar heads. it's a very acquired pastime. Same thing as with wine drinkers. You know what I'm saying? Big shout to people who are into that kind of stuff, because stereotypically they don't think brothers like us are into this kind of stuff. Where, like, you know, we like the finer things like cigars and wines and bourbons, scotches and shit like that. You feel me? So big shout to everyone that loves that type of stuff, man. Maybe one day I'll do a segment on cigars, even though I'm trying to stop. It's the hardest thing because this is my pastime right here.
Oh, are you? Do we have you back, sir?
Is he there?
Yeah, like I can see you on the video. We just can't hear you. So
I can't see him.
Big shout out to everybody following right now. We are a new podcast. We are What the Fuck TV. Owen is who's actually getting some of the technical stuff up and running. There he is. He is the co-founder or the owner of What the Fuck TV. If you don't know, he is the CEO. He also does the janitorial work as well. He does cleanup. And here we are back with the video. Echo, I leave it back to you, brother. I hope I didn't take up too much of your space.
Nah, brother, it's all good. Play that joint. Yeah.
We're not getting any feedback. Oh, we can't even hear you, right now.
We can't hear you either.
Okay. So, Echo, continue. Enlighten us with some of your your wisdom. Are we off? I can't see myself right now. Oh, there I go. We can't hear you, bro. There we go. Echo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother.
Oh, can you say a few words?
And you say, hold on, bro. You say, hold on. It's all good, man. Let all get stuff together. I don't have any wisdom to enlighten anyone with tonight. I just, we chilling, man. We're doing this live.
Yeah, hear me now,
man.
Things might not go the way. Things might not go the best way sometimes, but we're still out here. We're still wild.
It almost seems like this is so heavy that it's not like nothing. Give me a second.
So first of all, I don't appreciate you mentioning the word heavy while I'm on the chat because I take it personal.
You is what you is. Nah, it's not playing.
It's not? Oh.
It's not
all
playing.
All right, so look. Don't worry about the video. I also wanted to say that about the beat making community. It's dope because beat makers, the kick and the snare is more than their image of a beat maker. That's the image of a beat maker. The kick, the snare, the way they break down the samples. That's basically the beat maker identity, and there's so much room to do that and to be creative with when it comes to beat production. The beat doesn't need photography. The beats they don't need an image. They don't need a selfie, right? Rappers, they have to face all of those pressures. You have to be fashionable. You have to be charismatic, right? You have to have some kind of personality or something that appeals to the fans. And the beat maker doesn't need that. They don't face any of that pressure, any of that scrutiny. They stay anonymous. They avoid cameras. They wear whatever they want. They live regular lives. They could create from their house, and they could gain a cult following just by having a social media page, right, and displaying their work. I think that's a really dope contrast when it comes to the beat maker versus the MC.
And you know what? You have me sold. I mean, I watched the video because you put it on, and I'm like, bro, I should I should get a beat maker just to start because, maybe being stressed all the time, it would actually help out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you sold me on it. You sold me on it already.
yeah. I think it helps. It helps to for people trying to find a hobby and something that they want to do, and I think it breaks age barriers. I mean, I think in the video, sorry we couldn't really get a chance to see it, but there's a older lady that just got the MPC sample. She has a page. I forget her name. We had it on the video, so I apologize to that lady. But you could tell she's well into her maybe 50s and 60s, and um, she has a video where she has plenty of videos on her page, on her Instagram account, where she's just having fun with music, and I think that's the big point with the main point with beat making, and anyone that chooses to adapt to it and take it as a hobby.
Yeah, there was a little comment here. It says the technology has opened the door for beat makers to be as creative as possible. It is also connecting people from around the world. Sound junkies rejoice.
Yeah, who's there? Is that my man Misunderstood? Big shout to
That's
Misunderstood,
right.
a friend of the
AKA
show,
Grand Hawk, AKA Julio.
aka
And we
Hockey,
have
aka Hockey 207 in the building.
211, 211,
And 207 and 204.
But
And
it's really we represent 211.
204.
the whole N-word, the whole N-word.
You know what I mean? And we got Diego in the building as well. Mixed
Big shout
boys
to
1, 2,
Diego.
3. You know what I mean?
And back to your thing about like getting into beat making, I think it's also very therapeutic. I think there's a lot of ways that people could find a lot of peace in making beats and getting into it. And even if you're a beginner and it might be intimidating, the challenge of learning a new machine and learning how everything works could be very therapeutic for those who are looking for stress relief, for emotional expression, escapism, even personal storytelling. If you want to like make an instrumental kind of like album, right? Like I used to, when I had my old equipment, I used to try to make little projects where it was like, one whole feel. It would be like a happy album or it'd be like a sad album. No one would hear these things. It would just be my collection for me. And it's always been therapeutic. So again, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's just gone global. It has broken barriers, and it's an incredible thing, and it's also therapeutic. So big shout to all the beat makers out there. Big shout to everyone who copped an MPC sample and is trying to learn it like me, or is already a wizard at it. Like I see some people online. Some big shout to all the finger drummers too, because not everyone that makes beats can finger drum. That's a thing. You got the 16 pads on these machines, and you could apply a sound to each pad, and with that, you could use finger drumming and create a beat instantly. So the people that could do that, big shout to y'all, because I know I've never been able to do it. So word up, big shout to all the beat makers. I just wanted to shed light on that movement, and yeah, man, keep on rocking on.
Now, I have a question for you. So, what would be the difference from that MPC to those applications that you see like in the Google Play Store or in Apple that show up the squares and they have the sounds? What would you tell people is the big difference on what's the big difference? Yeah.
Well, yeah. So if you are a bit older, or if you're an enthusiast, you might have already been familiar with the MPC. The MPC is the standard hip hop beat making machine. It's been that way for a long time. Anytime from the MPC 60 to the MPC 2000 XL, which is like a monster of a machine. It's pretty much almost like having a minor studio. In between the MPCs being what they are, a lot of these apps came out, and a lot of these programs came out to where you didn't really need a physical machine. You could do everything on your computer. Then they had the MIDI controllers that came out, and the MIDI controllers looked a lot like the MPC sample. It was just a controller, but the only way it would work is if you connect it to your computer. So then that became a thing. But then a lot of the people got, a lot of beat makers, they wanted to stop looking at a screen. They wanted to stop looking at their computer screen, especially those of us who work looking at a computer screen all day. Mm-hmm. Now you get home and you don't want to just look at another computer screen.
Yeah.
Music. So this is special because this is a standalone controller now, or drum machine, where you don't need a computer, but you could hook it up to your computer and get any sound that's playing. So I could hook this up right now and record you talking, and then make a beat out of something that you said, a little tagline. It comes with a mic. So if you want to sample and do like little sounds, and, you know what I mean? You could do all of that with this machine, and it just has that classic beat making ability. So to answer your question, the big difference is that this is a standalone machine, and a lot of people have been yearning for that after the revolution of computer programming and stuff like that.
So you would say at this point, that would be, it's getting as popular as a fidget spinner because you're using tactile. No, I'm being serious. I'm not even saying this jokingly. For those people, bro, look at me like I'm saying.
No, I'm not understanding your question. Also,
no. It wasn't a question.
I thought you were joking.
It wasn't really a question. No,
right.
But you remember when the fidget spinners came out? People just wanted to have something in their hands, and it became popular. Okay. And that was to my previous question. Instead of a screen, and you answered that, now they're actually going back to touching something physical, and they're burning their energy on something physical. You know what I mean?
With the computer programs, like I said, you used to have controllers that would enable you to touch something physical, right? But it'll only work if it was connected to a computer. So you always had to have the screen up, even though you were touching something physical. With this, all you have is the drum machine without the computer now. So you could bring it with you on a plane and start making beats. You understand that with those other MIDI controllers, they were called MIDI controllers, right? MIDI. Yeah. You will have an Ableton or Logic or FL Studios, and then you could connect your MIDI controller to that so that you can have something physical to bang on. And that became the thing because now you have kind of like the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. You have the computer program, and now you have something physical. But then people got tired of that too. They got tired of, we want some standalone stuff. We want something that like a super classic MPC machine where you didn't need any computers back in the day. You could just hook it up to a turntable, record from a vinyl, hook it up to anything and record from it, shut that down, and just continue rocking on you. So I think people were yearning for that, and that's what they got with this particular joint.
That's what's up.
That's good stuff. Yeah, man. For real.
Yeah, so it's pretty dope. I'm trying to get my creative juices flowing. It's crazy because I was a little frustrated because I was just like, I'm so used to making beats a certain way. The first time I used the MPC was back in 2009, and I made a couple of beats on it, and I haven't used it since. I've been using the Ableton, which is a big computer, big DAW is what they call them. But it's a lot of screen time. So now I've got to get back used to this. So I'm trying to get the creative juices flowing, and then trying to learn this as well. It's been a bit frustrating, but I'm finally getting somewhere, man. And I'm glad I got my hands on it. Feel me?
Yeah, you should be a spokesperson for them because
personally, I'm looking. So no, go ahead. Oh, I interrupted you. Sorry.
No. You were talking. Go right ahead.
I just want to say I'm looking forward to maybe you put together a video or something to share with us.
Facts.
Yeah, we're gonna have some. Yeah, we're gonna have something where we're gonna make a beat. My man Hockey is gonna put something together. Probably have O put something together over a beat, and it'll be dope, man. It'll be dope. We're gonna try to formulate that. As soon as I get my hands, as soon as I could construct something that I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring no bullshit. I'm a perfectionist that way. But
I got
yeah,
you.
We know that, bro. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes, we definitely know that. I definitely know that.
Yeah,
that's an inside joke, by the way, between these two gentlemen right here.
I definitely know that.
Yeah, you're a perfectionist too, I think. You know what I mean? So it's all good. You know, so
As long as there's communication, we could be professional.
No, we're not gonna start that now.
No, I'm just kidding. But no. Honest to God, bro. When Echo looked so excited, I was just like, damn. And then he put together this collage of videos. I mean, great work. And I don't even know why it's not playing. But bro, you sold me on it, and I was like, I gotta get my hands on one, even though I can't make it in my life. I can't make it in my life. Nah, when it comes to that, bro, that's why I asked. And I know there's a lot of people out there. There's apps on the iPad where it shows these squares, you know what I mean, and it's for beat making, you know what I mean, but it's not the same thing as actual tactile buttons and knobs that you can move.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's why I compared it to the fidget spinner, because a lot of people just want something to have in their hands, you know what I mean. But I'm actually thinking of investing in one, even if it sits in the corner all day and I don't make a beat.
So,
but
should our listeners and viewers look forward to a battle between
Nah, there's no battle there, bro. I'll use AI and make believe that I made that.
Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. I thought you were coming with the humble stuff, talking about, no, there's no battle. Echo's a veteran. This man said,
bro,
I'll use AI. I'll tear him up.
What I'm saying
is a fighting word.
There's no competition.
Because I want to enjoy good music. Am I bad for that? When I get you two arguing about music, I get to enjoy the good music and the good conversation. So,
bro, I think it would make a great collaboration. Honestly, I think so, because Echo's the type of person. He's such a perfectionist that he pushes you to your limit. As in,
I just had that same song in my head, bro. Holy crap!
I mean? Like, he makes it, and I think it's the way he verbalizes himself. It's like it pushes you to get in there and then start trying to think like him in order to create something to that standard. You know what I mean? Which, if that's the battle, then let's go. Suno versus an NPC.
I was just playing. I didn't realize he was gonna get
Clasico. You ain't no good, bro.
Bro, you're not.
I'm thinking he's gonna go. No, it's not even that. I'm thinking he's gonna go the humble route. He's really looking for a battle.
You can't do that to people that love music, bro.
Oh my god, he knows what he's doing. But speaking of loving music, I love reviewing albums because I just feel like there's so many albums that come out that I miss. And prior to doing this show, I used to try to get my hands on an album and listen to it. And I think I was pretty successful doing that, being that I have a long drive to work every day. So if it was an album that would come out, I would listen to it. But I am such a playlist type of person that I do like to listen to my own little playlist, and that would derail me from listening to albums. But now, since I'm bringing you guys album reviews, it has given me an opportunity to choose albums that I think are going to maybe incite really good conversation, or maybe put someone on who's never heard of a certain artist. And it's been awesome the last couple of weeks, or the last month, I will say, in choosing these albums. I know we reviewed the Billy Dan's album, which was pretty dope.
Yes.
The AZ, we did the Blue and Exile, all dope albums that I was really happy about reviewing. This week, I'm super excited about this album. I don't think I told y'all my score for this album. Y'all might be surprised. But I wanted to talk about this particular album, which came out, I believe it's not that new. I think it's been out a couple of months, but it's such an underground album from two, I would say mid-tier artists, not in mid-tier in skill, but as far as popularity. I don't think I would call them underground at this point. They've achieved so much and they've been out for such a long time as solo artists. And even as this group right here, I think they formed this particular group in 2015. And this is their first album since 2017. And I'm talking about the collective Lice, which is Aesop Rock, not to be confused with ASAP Rocky. I'm talking about Aesop Rock. AESOPROCK, and Homeboy Sandman. Aesop Rock is from Long Island. Aesop Rock is from Long Island, and just add to the list of a long line of dope MCs that come from Long Island. I mean, just incredible stuff. Late 90s, I think Aesop Rock made it to the scene. He collaborated with LP from Company Flow, who you may know is one half of Run the Jewels, who pretty much invented himself with Run the Jewels with Killer Mike. But those of us New York underground hip hop nerds know LP from Company Flow, that whole thing, Funk Crusher Plus, which was probably one of hip hop's most iconic albums. And then later on, dropped a label. He created a label called Definitive Jux, and in that label he had Cannibal Ox, I think Mr. Liff, and Aesop Rock. And those early albums from Aesop Rock came under Definitive Jux, and then they fell out. And then Aesop Rock has been doing stuff with Rhyme Series and all of that stuff. If you want to learn more about these cats, Google them, Wikipedia them. Homeboy Sandman,
Google them, put it in the chat. They could like, subscribe, and then put their comments in the chat because you respond to comments. You know what I mean? So
facts.
Yeah.
And we could even go into another segment of this if they want to know more.
Yeah.
They just have to ask for it.
There you go. Homeboy Sandman is from Queens. Homeboy Sandman's been out since 2007.
Half Dominican, half Puerto Rican.
I did not know that. Homeboy Sandman is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican?
Yes, sir. His dad is Dominican and his mom's Puerto Rican. Oh, I did my homework.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Big shout to Homeboy Sandman, representing the most two common mixes of cultures there is in the Americas. Homeboy Sandman, 2007, dropped a lot of joints, man, throughout the years. He is one of my favorite cats. Lyrical, but not super lyrical, super witty, great references. It's just, those Queens MCs that are just super talented and super likable. It's just, like Action Bronson, Homeboy Sandman is in that same realm. So the album is called Miami Lice. This is their fourth installment and their first album since 2017, their first album in 9 years. I want you guys to listen to a couple of the joints that I consider my favorite tracks of the album. It's only 8 cuts, so I didn't want to spoil it too much for you guys. I really want you guys out there to go check out the album and let us know what you think in the next episode, DM or whatever. Whenever you're ready, man, play them joints, and then we'll talk about how the album made you guys feel.
My bad.
Oh, you good? Go.
Turning, tumbling, it's vertigo in serpent country. I circle earth and turn pretty fugly, then circle back to that cubic upkeep. Ripples in your resting.
No.
Yo, what's going on?
Hold on. Why isn't it playing? I don't know. Guys, give me a few. Let me go back. Let me try to get this working. All right. Give me a few.
Echo. Proceed, sir.
Nah, man. I mean, yeah. I remember for those of you guys who are familiar with Definitive Jux, you know, it came from that era in New York, man, where it was Stretch and Bobbito. And those of us who used to stay up on Thursday nights, it was every Thursday, and WKCR 89.9 FM. And Thursday nights, man, I forgot, was it from 12 to 5? Man, listen, I remember I used to be in high school, and boy, Thursday nights, man, I would stay up. You understand? And just listen to Stretch and Bobbito for as long as I can, and I would take the 120-minute Maxell tape, right,
and record,
But then I would have the function where you could automatically have it switch to the other side and record the other side too without turning the tape. So I would go to sleep and just leave it recording. So, but they also had a button on those stereos where it used to be infinite. So sometimes I used to leave the infinite, and then I used to just record. I used to be so mad when I used to make that mistake. But on the good days, I used to do it to where it would be one side, and then I would record the other side, and then I would wake up in the morning with some of the illest, most exclusive hip hop joints that you could ever think of, bro. And I remember when Biggie's album was about to come out, and Stretch played "Kicking the Door."
What, Ready to Die?
No, Life After That.
Okay.
And Stretch played for the first time ever. Nobody had heard that shit, bro. "Kicking the Door," bro.
Oh.
Yo, he brought it in. He brought it in from the beginning. He brought it in from the beginning with the Martin sample. I gotta tell him about how I feel. Biggie.
Twisting, turning, tumbling, it's vertigo in serpent country.
Well, it seems like we're having.
You got the album back, but no, you got the video back, but no O. That's that.
Twisting, turning, tumbling, it's vertigo in serpent country. I circle earth and turn pretty fugly, then circle back for that Keurig upkeep. Ripples in your resting juice, forecasting chimps in heavy shoes, belly laughing at these saplings, telegraphing every move to these sitting ducks in silly circles. What do you think is in the burgers? Swiss cheese and sacrificial virgins, twisted limbs from triple murders. That's information out of infomercial. I'm in your faces, tip your server, wizard pipe with my wizard weed, my pole position, my millipede. I like marching out in that darn dicey whilst architecture falls down behind me. Vehicles won't stop exploding. I'm still expected with a pocket of protein, with a pocket of posies, sword and stone, and I trained my whole life for this moment. Hordes of houseflies, swarms of locusts, gore to get with. Report to Stonehenge. What do you think is in the burgers? Somebody knows, nobody talks, somebody owes. What do you think is in the
climb a tree and grab a coconut, I'm blowing up. All these different gang signs, kids be throwing up, got me throwing up. I'm about to call a cut the throwing up emoji. Sometimes I'm bored since I was born an OG. Proceed to speed it up, the slower the poke. I make it to the top because I don't let go of the rope. Making a regular Magellan, not a regular Joe. I ain't telling a joke. Nope. This is gonna hurt. Use your own words. Do your homework. Homework.
First round was burger.
Sure, I'm throwing dirt, but look at those worms. Do your homework. Homework.
Aces parachuting out the Piper Cub and thick eyeglass frames looking like the guy from Up. Lights turning wise guys and a choir monks. Sing me something I can bump.
Guaranteed apothecary blends for you bite the bullet, bully and imaginary friends. The harbingers of fury must be seriously dense, being Republicans and Dems.
That was a great line.
hit you with some bad news. Everything you ever loved is covered in a black ooze, while a cast of shadowy figures are in a back room on some pasta cashews.
So many heaters still in stir. Exercising more is how I heal from feeling sore. Don't mention about no rappers, how they passing me the torch. Y'all ain't never seen a pure.
Rappers are completely out of pocket. We make $1,000 and grow into power mongers. I leave a trail of talent, show bombers whispering our fathers through they balaclavas.
To the how the universe in sync. In large groups, waiters bring me the check by instinct. It's about the mojo, not the money. I'm the Energizer Bunny, sonny.
I split the sea in half first, but the rains came and washed away the chapter and the verse before release. Moses been capping, it's absurd. He can have it, I'm secure.
Yo, that drop is from. Didn't they use that drop in the Rosa Parks Outcast? Right, that drop, that little drop on that song.
No me suena. No me suena.
Remember the Rosa Parks, right?
Yeah,
the Outcast
yeah.
Rosa Parks.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll talk about it after, but I remember that drop on that Rosa Parks.
I will have to listen to it. I didn't really catch that. But yeah, that's Slice. Those are my 3 top joints. Burgers was the first one. Homework was the second one. And Black Mauve was the third joint, which is dope because they go back and forth with that one, which is great to hear because, you know, sometimes these cats don't even write together. It looks like these brothers were actually in the studio together creating.
Sitting down and writing.
Exactly. Yes. So I think that's super dope. The album offers great productions. The entire album was produced by A$AP Rock, who was probably just as dope producing as he is rhyming. I would say he's a little better at rhyming than producing. But the beats are incredible, just the same way they are in all of his albums. I would say if you have time, if you don't know these artists, go out and check them out. Homeboy Sandman on his own, and A$AP Rock. They have tons of projects out, and they're on all streaming platforms. So check them out. I really love this album. I think it's a little bit too short for my liking. I would have liked at least 10 tracks instead of 8.
Agreed.
But I give the album an 8.5.
Ooh.
I would have given it a 9 or 9.5. Maybe it would have had 10 tracks. Mm-hmm. And if they would have done a little bit more back and forth, one more track, maybe back and forth.
Sure.
Probably would have taken it to probably like a 10. But it's a solid joint. I really enjoy listening to it. Like I said, I wish it was like 2 more tracks. But again, these brothers have their own careers. They have their own lives. So I know it's tough even making a collaborative album like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's my album review of the week. Miami Lice by Lice, consisting of A$AP Rock and Homeboy Sandman. Clasico, what did you think about the album? Hold on. What did you think about it? And how familiar were you with these artists? And how do you feel now that you listen to these artists collectively? How do you feel about them?
So I got to be honest, even though I call myself a hip hop fan, I had never heard from these gentlemen. That's why I like this segment. As I'm telling you, one of my favorite things is to listen to your album reviews, because I will literally listen to the albums and be like, damn, what am I? You know, I've fallen out with hip hop because of the mainstream stuff now. I'll be honest, I'm not a Drake fan. I'm not these young cat type of rappers. So I felt like hip hop got lost. When I heard these dudes rapping, man, this whole album, loved it. The lyrics. And the best part is I was at the gym and I listened to the entire album and I'm sitting there going like, damn, this joint is fire. Lyrically, I pick up a lot on the lyrics. I love the lyrics. I'm telling you, I've never heard of these brothers before. So to me, it was something new. It was fresh. I also agree when you mentioned that it was only 8 tracks. When that last song clicked and I didn't see it replay, I was like, wait a minute, did my earphones bust or something? 8 tracks was a little too much. Some of the tracks were like 2.5 minutes long, so they weren't even the entirety of the album was not even that long to begin with.
Yeah.
Again, not only did I listen to it at the gym, the entire thing, when I got in my car and I went to work, I blasted that track. And I was texting when I got in the car. I texted you. I was like, "Yo, that album is fire."
Yeah.
So there's always, and I'm consuming it more, learning more about. That's why when I told you stuff about Sandman, I was like, I'm consuming more their work and learning more about these guys. Yo, Sandman is college educated. That's why verbally or lyrically, not verbally, lyrically, the man be coming up with some words that you'd be like, damn, yo, these two guys are educated guys that just are fans of hip hop. You're not gonna get that flashy. I got 15 chains on. I got Bentley. I got this. These are guys that just have a passion for the music. Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. And sadly, as a quote unquote hip hop fan, I failed them, but I'm a fan. So that's my take on it. So
that's dope. That's dope. And again, that's all we could ask for as fans that may know a certain artist that other people aren't privy to. You know, I find joy in bringing these artists to light to some, to my friends who might not be that tuned in. Big shout out to Misunderstood. The Lights catalog is crazy. All 4 albums dating back to 2015. And that's what we try to do, man. That's what I've been, I think we were talking about. This with my man Hockey from Misunderstood. We were saying that he was saying that we've been doing this for years, where we just putting each other on to stuff. So that's what I love to do, and that's what I want to continue doing. I want to be back so that he can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you,
bro. I just gotta say, thank you 1,050 times over, bro. Okay, I'll agree with you. The album was so short, but it made me want to go and search more of their stuff together. And I mean, bro, this was just like the breaking point. This was only like the beginning of what I've missed in hip hop. And I give you much props, my brother. Much props. Yo, your taste in albums, amazing. And this Miami Lights, bro, amazing. That, you remember I started texting like, yo, is there more? Because this one, it was like I was trying to look for Miami Lights. And I'm like, yo, bro, dope. And they're even good individually.
Yes.
Because I started looking for them.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And I'm listening to their stuff and I'm like, this is what I like. I like this part right here. The beats that I think you called it modern hip hop, right? Because there's a track that reminds me of Prof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's that modern kind of flow, which I'm into, but it also mixes so many things. I would say, you would say sampling, right?
Yeah.
Like little samples that they have here and there. That when they put it together is like a masterpiece, because they just don't sample just to sample a beat. Like the way they sample it, it's like the way they're gonna narrate the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, fire. I wouldn't give them an 8.5 because I like them too much and I might steal them from you. You know what I mean? I will give them like a 8. You gave them an 8.5. I'm gonna give them an 8.6. Just because it was a little short, bro. I'm gonna give them an 8.6.
Yeah, I was shocked that not that you liked it that much, because you got your own music likings, and the fact that you said that says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, but this, I mean, yes, I know I'm weird with music, whatever, and with hip hop, whatever, is just like with everything that happened, it was just, in the hip hop realm, you know what I mean? I was just like, damn, I would like corny shit, you know what I mean? And I would whatever, but this right here, the way they just put their stuff together, I'm like, oh my goodness, I couldn't get enough, bro.
Yeah. I was surprised that you liked it too. I know not everyone is a fan of wordy, lyrical hip hop, but I would say that Lice, as a group, makes it a little bit more fun, and they kind of level each other out. I think Aesop Rock is not as comical and as witty as Homeboy Sandman, but I think Homeboy Sandman does bring that out of Aesop Rock a little bit.
But they complement each other. Would that be a fair statement?
They complement each other. Homeboy Sandman. I think Aesop Rock does make Homeboy Sandman be a little bit more lyrical and get and put words together a little bit differently than what he might be used to as a solo artist. So I think in that way, I think it works so dope. If you listen to A$AP Rock by himself, it'll probably be a different feel. He gets into a lot of different topics. One of my favorite songs from A$AP Rock is Kirby, where he talks about his cat and how therapeutic it is for him to have a cat. Yeah, man, and I think it's one of his best joints ever. It's called Kirby. It was in the album The Impossible Kid, which is one of the albums that I think really made me start liking A$AP Rock even more. I thought it was a really great album. So anyone out there who's interested in those artists, you already know what to do. Just go down the rabbit hole, check them out, let us know what y'all think. Yeah, man, I'm glad you guys liked it. Next week I'll have another album. Hopefully you guys will still, like that as well. And yeah, man, just hurry up and vibe. You feel me? Thank you for being with me in my segment. We talked about beat makers. We talked about how important it is for the beat makers to get their shine right now and how dope that is. And we kept it going with the lights. So peace, man. That's all I got to say is peace, man. Shit, peace out. You know what I mean? Holla at you. Nos vemos mañana. A la vista en Chavez to you.
Hurry up and vibe.
Clásicos RD. Los clásicos RD. Los clásicos RD. Ay, me voy a llamar, que lo hacemos nomás. Ay, me voy a llamar, que lo hacemos nomás. Que no llorar, pero mero. Oye, puye la mujer. Que no llorar, pero mero. Oye, puye la mujer. Oye, la mujer. Oye, la mujer. Oye, la mujer. Oye, la mujer. Vaya Marisa. Que no quieren celos, que yo te puedo cuidar. Que no quieren celos, que yo te puedo cuidar. Los pesitas le ruego, que yo me llevo a muerar. Ay, 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 ya muero, yeah.
Saludos, buenas noches, bienvenido a otro segmento de los Clásicos RD. Y me quedé solo hoy, me abandonaron. ¿Dónde está mi equipo, mis compañeros? Bueno, bienvenido a los que están en sintonía. Yo soy Jonathan el Clásico, con su... Bueno, ahí está, ahí llegó el hombre, Echo, el Black, y está por ahí perdido.
Sí, no, tengo que reiniciar aquí. ¿Cómo estamos, mi gente?
Señores, discúlpenos que tenemos problemas con lo técnico, la parte técnica del programa. Sabe que somos novatos en esta industria. Estamos aprendiendo.
No, tú estás comenzando chisme. Tú estás diciendo
No,
que
yo
es
no estoy
culpa
empezando.
mía. Tú estás diciendo que es culpa mía porque dijiste, tenemos problemas técnicos y tú siempre dices que yo soy el técnico. Tú estás con tu bochinche. Tú
Bueno,
estás
verdad, sí.
bochinchando ahí.
La vaina está media jodona. Está medio jodona, pero...
What's pretty? Qué bonito, qué bonito.
No,
Dime.
fue que me entró una entrada aquí, permiso.
Te
Mala mía.
entró una entrada.
Me entró ¿qué dije yo? ¿Qué fue que dije yo?
Tú dijiste, te entró
Me entró una llamada.
Ahora no solamente la cagué con lo técnico, ahora porque soy calvo, tú estás diciendo que la entrada mía y toda esa vaina. Oye, tú estás
Eso
pasado.
lo dijo usted, caballero, eso no lo dije yo.
Tú estás pasado. Déjame arreglar
Lo que
esta
estoy
vaina.
aquí viendo los Knicks haciendo un desastre, después que estaban ganando casi por 20, se están dejando alcanzar un poquito.
Echo, ¿qué tú dices de eso? Tú estás en mute, pero ¿qué tú dices de eso? ¿Tú crees que él me estaba tirando puya a mí? Me tiró 2 pullas. No, está en mute,
No se escucha.
Eso no es problema mío porque yo no soy técnico. ¿Tú ves?
Pero
si él te estaba tirando puya, se te merece tu pullita.
Pero no es mi culpa, señores.
No,
yo voy a reiniciar la vaina.
No es culpa de nadie, señores. Estamos todavía activos. ¿Qué es lo que? Clásico TV, ¿qué es lo que?
Oiga, disculpan, es que el técnico está ubicado él está en San Pedro de Macorís, se fue la luz allá.
Diablo, mira, en San Pedro no se va la luz.
Oye.
Porque nunca llega.
Porque nunca llega.
I want to live in the street of San Pedro de Macorís.
Ya vengo, muchachos, ya vengo.
Mira, una disculpa, la semana pasada yo hice un top 5 de las canciones o los merengues que fueron adaptados de otros géneros y parece que hubo problema con ¿cómo que le dicen? La autoría y eso, que nos bloquearon YouTube. Como le dije, estamos aprendiendo poco a poco del negocio, de cómo se maneja, así que sigan apoyando que esto va a llegar. Después, cuando los presupuestos entren y hagan unos chelitos para no tener el pobre de técnico, de limpiabota, de cocinero. ¿De qué más? ¿Qué otro trabajo tiene él? Tengan paciencia con nosotros, que esto vamos a llegar. Dime entonces, Echo, ¿qué hay de ti nuevo? Nada,
loco, tú sabes lo mío, familia, esto y lo otro, bregando con cosas allá en el país. Mi familia va a estar en el país en diciembre.
¿Tú vas para allá en diciembre?
No, quieren que uno vaya para allá, pero que se gastan unos cuartos bien feos, un par de pesos bien feos se gastan para allá. Y somos una familia de 3, ¿tú me entiendes? Entonces no, pero eso es para el clima, para diciembre.
Y ese es el tiempo donde los precios suben.
No, pero imagínate. No, pero imagínate, y especialmente como está esta gasolina y como está
no, muchacho.
El jet fuel.
No me haga la vaina de la gasolina que me pongo malo.
Eso.
Pero no, yo también quiero ir a visitar mi gente allá. El problema es que somos 5.
Sí.
Y tú sabes que hay que sacar un préstamo para viajar con una familia tan grande como la que yo tengo.
Hay que sacar un préstamo, hermano. Un préstamo, hay que hablarle un prestamita.
Yo estoy, imagínate, la vaina está tan cara que yo estoy por rentarme un avión de Spirit Airlines para yo mismo irme para allá.
Cristian ahí de piloto.
A poner el hijo mío que es de piloto para llevarnos para allá. Los videos, ¿los tenemos disponibles o estamos esperando por eso?
Oye, te dije que me esperara, brother. Dame un chance,
Bueno, vamos a seguir hablando, está bien. Dame señas una vaina. Es para preguntar, tú ves, para no... Está tarde, la gente quiere acotarse, darse un bañito y...
Es tarde, ya me voy, mi negrita me espera hasta
Oye, pero el negro canta también.
Tú sabes, todos los negros cantan.
¿Es verdad?
No.
Para que los que no saben, mi hermano O es cantante de verdad y él tiene años diciéndole a la Hazá que le dé un chance para que lo filme y lo permite cantar. Así que, oye, a la Hazá viene para West Palm Beach. Se me olvidó decirte.
¿Para cuándo?
Yo estaba viendo el itinerario de Hazá. Yo dije Hazá. El itinerario de Hazá lo tiene viniendo, si no me equivoco, este mes a la Florida. Y como tú estás aquí visitando la Florida, yo creo que sería buen tiempo para tú ir y decir a la Hazá, déjame cantar por lo menos una cancioncita, a ver qué tú crees. ¿Qué tú dices?
No, es que yo honestamente lo saco yo y me quedo con yo. Sí, yo lo saco.
Hey, un dato, yo no sabía que Al-Hazard tocaba el bongo con Aventura antes de ser un solista. Yo no tenía la menor idea que él tocaba ¿cómo dicen? El bongo, ¿verdad? Con Aventura en algún tiempo. Yo vi un video ahí de Al-Hazard tocando y dije, no relaje. Pero tú sabes que ese tipo es un genio que él no necesariamente es el mejor cantante. Es más, lo voy a decir, para mí no soy muy fan de cómo él canta, pero musicalmente el tipo tiene los códigos para hablar cuando tiene que ver con cosas de música, porque el tipo te toca piano, guitarra.
Por eso yo lo puedo ayudar, O
sea, que tú quieres ser cantante de Al-Hazard.
No, él va a ser mi backup singer.
Okay.
Yo canto y él solamente sonríe y
está bien. Señores, ya estamos ready, maestro. Hey, le gustó, te quedó bien la vaina de maestro. Señores, para los que le gustan los top 5 o los 5, la lista de 5 de cada semana, esta semana le traigo algo sabroso. Voy a tratar, mientras va creciendo el proyecto, voy a tratar de vez en cuando introducir 5 álbumes o producciones que salieron en un año específico, que son mis favoritos. Y voy a empezar, como yo nací en los 70, en los años ya 78.
No, pero así no.
Voy a iniciar en el 80. No, espérate. Porque yo no me voy a poner a decidir que no, te voy a dar mi favorito del 72. Es lo que te estoy diciendo. Vamos a empezar con el 80 y le damos por ahí. ¿Qué ustedes opinan de eso? ¿Ya me quieren criticar?
Yo te voy a criticar.
No, pues me voy.
Tú hablaste de la entrada mía y todo.
Oye, espérate. Tú no me... Y el aplauso que siempre me pone cada vez que...
No se pagó este mes.
No hay presupuesto para el aplauso. Bueno, señores, entonces vámonos con mis 5 favoritos producciones o álbumes, como tú lo quieres decir. Mando. Estamos en delay. Es verdad que tú estás en San Pedro de Macorís. Mis 5 favoritos álbumes del año 1980. El primero, adelante.
¿Número 1 o contando de 5?
No, número 5. Vámonos con el número 5.
Okay.
No pienso casarme de nuevo, con una vez ya me ha bastado. Bastante daño me has causado, no te guardo rencor, espero que tú encuentres lo que he despreciado. Manuela tiene un gallo, pero qué gallo grande tiene Manuela. Lo mantiene encerrado porque tiene muy afilada la escuela. Todos los días lo baña porque ella quiere tenerlo bien aseado. Y cuando llego a su casa siempre la encuentro con el gallo mojado. Yo sufro porque sufrir me enseña y lloro porque llorar me hace bien. Después que se acaba la novela, me río de lo que no pudo ser. Yo quiero porque querer me gusta, me engaño cuando me engañan a mí. Hoy me voy a una fiesta, son mentiras, don Miguel. Hoy me voy a una fiesta, son mentiras, don Miguel. Con permiso de mi novia, eso sí que puede ser. Con permiso de mi novia, eso sí que puede ser. Mañana me casaré, son mentiras, don Miguel. Mañana me casaré, son mentiras, don Miguel. Por eso quiero que vuelva, estoy sediento de amor. Y si falta mi promesa, y si te dije mentira, ahora te pido perdón.
Fresco, mi carajo. Bueno, ahí tienen la Santo Domingo All Star Band con Nicky Sol. La All Star Band era como un, bueno, diré yo, como un big band. Y Nicky Sol era el cantante principal, pero eso fue uno de mis favoritos álbumes de ese año. Tienen producciones de, espérate, dame un segundito si me permites. Tienen producciones perdón, que lo tengo aquí, se me perdió. Ah, míralo aquí. Tienen producciones de Dionis Fernández, de Félix de Rosario, que Nicky Sol luego cantó con él en la orquesta, el grupo Félix, y de Luis Pérez. Así que ese es mi número 5 de mis 5 favoritos álbumes del año 1980. Vámonos, maestro, vámonos con el número 4.
Ahora quisiera saber cómo salgo de ese lío, porque si es muy revejío, o si sale un barrigón, aunque me metan prisión, ese barrigón no es mío. Wilfrido Vargas, ese barrigón no es mío. Ahí va la muchacha liberada, que siempre lleva un guiño en la mirada, y es la sensación de los mirones, vistiendo falda corta, pantalones. Ella sale de su casa en tardecita y regresa después de mañanita. Es raro que se pierda alguna fiesta, que es azote de boates y discotecas.
El río más sangre mi vida, la tierra donde nací yo, la tierra donde yo nací. De un lado está Quiqueya y del otro está Haití. Se llamaba Ulises Herón y le decían Lilis al hombre que gobernó 20 años nuestro país. Era un hombre de color que siempre supo dar muestra del trágico buen humor en la política nuestra. Más allá de la majagua, más acá del cambronal, más allá de la majagua, más acá del cambronal. Se ven dos hachos prendidos, choqueando pa' allá y pa' acá. Se ven dos hachos prendidos, choqueando pa' allá y pa' acá. Después de pasar las 6, por ahí no se puede pasar.
Señores, ahí tenemos el número 4, Wilfrido Vargas, el Jeque. Ahí tienen cantando Wilfrido Vargas y Miguelito. Para que no saben, Miguelito también fue súper bailarín con otro muchacho que se llama, le dicen Popeye. Y si lo invito a buscar el video de los inicios de la orquesta de Wilfrido Vargas. Estos dos bailarines eran una cosa del otro mundo. Unos bailes que de verdad le daban pela a cualquiera en esa época. Tiene varias composiciones, arreglos de Papá Molina y Luis Pérez, pero uno de mis favoritos de ese año, el álbum de Wilfrido Vargas, El Jeque. Ese fue el número 4. Ahora vámonos con el número 3. Dale, maestro.
Yo soy el merengue, soy la inspiración de mi país. Yo soy la alegría y soy el sentir de la tierra donde nací.
Consígueme son,
consígueme eso, mi negra, consígueme eso, consígueme eso, mi negra, consígueme eso. Mira que sufro por ti, muchachita linda. Mira que loco yo vivo por ti, mi vida. El ratoncito Miguel, aquí ha venido muy contento a bailar, porque el gato Misipu dormido en la casa está. Sospechar esta fiesta de hoy. Silencio, no hay que gritar, no se vaya a despertar. Bailemos sin alborotar. Porque también el ratón puede tener corazón para reír, para cantar, para gozar. Que se acabe el arroz, la leche y la gasolina, pero el ron que no se acabe, porque esa es mi medicina. Que se acabe el arroz, la leche y la gasolina, pero el ron que no se acabe, porque esa es mi medicina. Como pan con aguacate, como vianda con sardina, me doy un traguito de ron, porque esta es mi medicina, sí.
Ahora sí es verdad que se complica la cosa, dividir sinceridad con dos mujeres hermosas. Ahora sí es verdad que tengo una encrucijada sin que yo sea un Don Juan, dos mujeres enamoradas. Una novia que la quiero, una novia que la quiero, como también a mi esposa. Una novia que la quiero, una novia que la quiero, como también a mi esposa.
Ese es Johnny Ventura, el caballo mayor, obviamente, con el álbum Yo Soy el Merengue, que fue la primera canción en esa lista. Ahí tienen cantando Johnny y también Roberto del Castillo, que fue una de las cosas que yo admiro de él, que él siempre fue fiel a Johnny. Johnny le grababa álbumes a él, o sea, proyectos como solista, pero siempre se mantuvo con Johnny. Y después, cuando se nos fue Johnny Ventura, él ahora canta con el hijo, con Handy Ventura. Pero ahí tiene producciones o composiciones de Johnny Ventura, Pedro Pérez, Ramoncito Díaz, Leonardo Jesús y arreglos de Johnny Ventura. Un dato pequeño, recuerdan que se llamaba Johnny Ventura el Combo Show. Johnny era como el representante de Combo Records, que de ahí también viene el Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. Eran del mismo disquero. Johnny era como el P. Diddy, para decirlo así. No, esa es vamos a poner otro, porque P. Diddy tiene demasiada vaina legal ahora mismo. Ese fue un ejemplo horrible, ¿verdad? Diablo, más, perdóname a la gente búscame otro nombre, alguien que me salve, porque...
A los foques.
No,
Mateo,
Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy, algo así. Un tipo, sí, él era el jefe de esa disquera y él tenía muchos artistas bajo ese sello. Ahí que tiene, ay, perdóname, señor, ¿cómo yo voy a salir con una vaina así? Johnny Ventura, el número 3. Vámonos con el número 2. Maestro, dale para adelante.
Allá en Los Minas murió don Gregorio García, hombre de mucho dinero, que 3 mujeres tenía.
Ay no, con mi mujer no quiero amigos. Ay no, con mi mujer no quiero amigos.
Voy a decirle una cosa, sencillamente le digo, y es que yo con mi mujer, caramba, no quiero amigos. Soy un mendigo de amor y ando buscando un cariño que me haga olvidar las penas que dentro llevo conmigo.
Dale como estaba viva yo.
Cuando te vi por primera vez, naciste en mí. Cuando te hablé por primera vez, mi alma fue feliz. Tan feliz como un cuento de hadas, como el agua de un río quieta y mansa, como las gaviotas en su hermoso volar, como la sonrisa de un niño al juguetear.
Ahí tienen el número 2, Cuco Baloy y Los Virtuosos. El álbum se llama Tiza. Ustedes saben que yo soy un enfermo con Ramón Orlando. Atención, Gillo Sarante. Toma nota, mírate tu salsa ahí. Así que no me vean con vaina. Yo soy el fan número 1 de Ramón Orlando. Ahí tú tienes merengue y salsa. Tiene los 3 artistas que están en el cover del álbum, que tú tienes Cuco cantando, Henry García cantando mucho de la salsa y Ramón Orlando no solamente haciendo los arreglos, pero componiendo canciones, incluyendo esa canción Te Quiero, la última canción que salió en la lista. Dime tú, ¿qué más te puedo decir yo de ese Dream Team de cantantes, los virtuosos de Cuco Baloy? Así que el número 2.
Número 2, perdón, iba a decir que es el álbum más reconocido de tu lista, siendo yo una persona que pasó su tiempecito, parte de su niñez en el país, y me recuerdo ese álbum, eso sí me recuerdo, ese álbum sonó mucho en nuestro hogar, mucho antes de saber que teníamos a alguien de la familia Baloy en la familia.
Sí.
No sabía de verdad, no había conocido nadie de esa familia todavía.
Ajá.
Me recuerdo que no sé quién en mi casa tenía ese disco, ya tú sabes a todo lo que da. Así que
una vaina bien.
A la familia
pero mira, tú ves lo variado, tú tienes salsa, tienes merengue. Claro, mano. Dime tú, ¿quién estaba haciendo en el 1980?
Sí,
tú te vas a poner a faltar el respeto al papá de esta vaina. Come on.
Y Cuco Baloy metió a ese muchacho en escuela de música.
Sí, señor.
Mira cómo le salió esa inversión al papá, que pudo grabar con su hijo cuando su hijo estaba joven y después, mucho antes de que él fuera el maestro. En ese tiempo ya se podía decir que era un maestro, pero después.
Claro.
Después.
Con 20 y pico años dirigiendo la orquesta de su papá.
Ya. Entonces hay que darle luz a eso. Anyway, perdón.
Ese álbum para mí es el mejor. Yo estoy totalmente de acuerdo. Pero tengo una número 1 que me gusta bastante. Y maestro, vamos a cerrar con brocha de oro con el número 1.
Este es el merengue la tuerca. Este es el merengue la tuerca. Unos que la aflojan y otros que la aprietan. Unos que la aflojan y otros que la aprietan. Se puede correr la rosca. Si tú supieras cómo agradezco la ternura y la sonrisa que tú pones en mis días. Si tú supieras que necesito tu mirada y tus caricias para mi alegría. Si yo pudiera decirte, amada mía, si yo pudiera llamarte como solía, si yo pudiera besarte como lo hacía. La cumbia dominicana le voy a cantar, señores. La cumbia dominicana le voy a cantar, señores. Pa' que recuerden su tierra y recuerden sus amores. Pa' que recuerden su tierra y recuerden sus amores. El teorema de Pitágoras yo se lo voy a plantear a usted para ver si lo resuelve al derecho o al revés. Dos por saco ventajas, dos que le meto, dos que le saco, a razón de berenjena, sácale la raíz cuadrada.
What?
Oye.
No way.
El Mayimbe.
Oye.
Dime.
Yo ese álbum no lo sabía, no lo reconocía. Yo no conocía ese álbum hasta después de viejo. Obviamente en los 80 yo no tenía suficiente edad para recordarme de esas canciones.
Sí.
Pero ese álbum, después que yo lo conocí, después de grande, dije, yache, qué fenómeno, loco. Porque desde el 80, el Mayimbe.
Acabando.
No. Esa canción, no, pero es un álbum fenomenal. Hay que dártela ahí.
No, y ahí tú tienes coro con Ale Bueno. Imagínate, Ale Bueno que nadie lo conocía, él está ahí. Tengo entendido, según lo que me puse a investigar, que ese álbum fue el primero que hizo el Mayimbe como solista. Tú sabes que él tuvo un tiempo con Los Hijos de Rey, él cantaba con Raulín Rosendo. También cantaba, en un momento estaba Raulín Rosendo, estaba Bonnie Cepeda, y los Kentons, todo en un grupo, todo. Imagínate ese lineup ahí con los Kenton, Raulín Rosendo y ¿quién me faltó ahí? Y Bonnie Cepeda. Y bueno, después, luego que se va Raulín, yo creo que entró Ruby Pérez por un tiempo, pero luego Fernando hace su orquesta propia. Yo creo que Ruby se va para otra orquesta, pero entra Ale Bueno, y ese fue el primer álbum que él hizo como solista. Para mí, uno de los mejores álbumes, si no mi favorito, aunque Tiza está como ahí, pero yo dije, déjame darle el chance al Mayimbe, porque cada semana yo estoy con una vaina con Ramón Orlando, soy un enfermo con él, pero de verdad, tremendo álbum, las 10 canciones, una cosa del otro mundo. Ahí tú tienes producciones o arreglos de Diony Fernández, tengo aquí arreglos de Manuel Tejada, Héctor de León. Ahí hay composiciones de Luis Calaf, Jackie Núñez, Fernando Echeverría, que era del grupo La Familia André, que quiero hablar de eso un día, que es música dominicana, pero no es el merengue tradicional, es como un son, diría yo. Y quiero hablar sobre ese grupo en el futuro, pero Fernando Echeverría era un tremendo compositor. También hay composiciones de Willy Chirino en esa producción. Así que ahí tienen mis no mis top 5, pero 5 de mis favoritos producciones del año 1980. En un futuro bien pronto voy a introducir el 81 y seguimos por ahí para abajo. Pero yo espero que lo disfrutaron bastante y que nada, sigan mi página, sigan la página de mis compañeros, los canales de YouTube. Tú sabes que tenemos este proyecto que de verdad es una pasión que tenemos los tres para crecer, darle buen contenido. Como siempre les pido que le den like, que se suscriben y que apoyen, comparten el video con sus compañeros en sus páginas de redes, sea Instagram o YouTube. Agradecemos mucho. No se olviden eventos que vienen por ahí. Vamos a hablar de eventos rapidito.
Vamos.
La semana que viene ya.
La semana que viene, los Clásicos RD. Este domingo que viene, no, sino el de arriba, el 31, vamos a estar en House of Blue en Orlando, Florida, con los hermanos Bomba Rosario.
Oye,
y mi hermano DJ Franchi.
Oye, cómprame el boleto y yo cojo el tren de aquí. Cómprame el boleto y tú me recoges el amarillo, el tren amarillo va para allá, para Orlando.
El Brightline.
El Brightline, me tiro para allá y vamos.
El presupuesto no está. Los Clásicos RD está picando, pero así no tampoco.
Pero págamelo y yo te lo pago para atrás.
Oh, yo pensaba que tú estás diciendo que te lo compre a ti. No, yo dice loco, pero vamos a hablar fuera de cámara.
Él quiere que tú lo patrocines. Él quiere que tú lo patrocines y lo vayas a buscar.
De conflé y cosas así. Búscate un de farina o de Captain Crunch o algo así, un patrocinio. Pero que cómprame los boletos. Pero ven acá.
Me tiraste 3 veces.
No, es que yo llevo visita también. Yo voy con mi gente. Yo voy con mi equipito de los clásicos.
Okay.
¿Cómo?
Yo voy con gente, sí. Vamos con gente. No, vamos a estar ahí obviamente, para poner contenido, para compartir contenido, que tú sabes que la orquesta de los hermanos Rosario, especialmente en vivo, es otra cosa, otro nivel. Pero se va a disfrutar también porque soy fan de el line-up de esa orquesta y vamos a subir contenido para compartirlo aquí. Así que... Sí. Y si Dios permite, entrevistas también, o por lo menos una fotito para que nos vean allá nítido con la orquesta, con los hermanos Bomba, Rosario, Rafa, Tony, Luis, Reynolds, Sosa, el equipo entero. Así que vamos hasta allá la semana que viene.
Oye,
el que quiere donar dinero para que mi hermano se monte en un tren y coja para acá.
Brother, es para que lo pague y yo te lo pago.
No, ¿verdad? Número uno, vamos a aclarar la vaina. Es que tú te sales con una cosa y tú no me das como... es como tú me estás diciendo de que, loco, cómprame un ticket, por favor.
No, pero estoy diciendo, cómpralo. Yo cojo el Brightline porque
usted no lo dijo así. Usted no dijo eso. Usted dijo, cómprame un ticket, por favor.
Tú solamente, tú me la tienes montada. Tú me la tienes montada hoy. Tú me la tienes montada hoy. Tú me la tienes montada.
Es que
a que te bajo la música. A que te bajo la música.
Señores, el 31 vamos a estar en House of Blues con los hermanos Rosario. Alajazá está por aquí. Omar te está buscando Alajazá. El O con What the Fuck Podcast. Cuidado, que él te va a coger la banda. Señores, sigan a mi hermano Echo, el Black, con su podcast, con O también, y los Clásicos RD. Estamos en Instagram, en YouTube. Un saludito. Le quiero mandarle un beso grande a mi hija Ariana, que se graduó y va para middle school ahora. Así que la quiero mucho, Ariana. I love you, baby. También quiero mandarle un saludo a mi hijo, a Cristian, que está en California con el ejército allá haciéndolo de él. Y a todita la gente allá en San Diego, como yo dije. Mi hijo estuvo en un barco del Navy americano, que es el USS Murta. Así que me dijo que él conoció a algunos dominicanos en el barco. Así que vamos a mandarle el link del video y vamos a darle un shout out a todos esos caballeros y las damas también que están bajándose por el país y haciendo lo suyo.
Gracias por su servicio. Gracias por su servicio.
Mucho amor y cariño. Señores, los Clásicos RD, vamos para arriba con esta vaina. Que pasen buenas noches, que Dios me lo bendiga y hasta la próxima.
Un saludo a toda esa gente por allá, USS Murta, Christian, you already know, my Dominicans already know. Arriba, todo. Promo, promo.
Yo, Misunderstood, te quiero mucho. Gracias por el apoyo.
Un saludo a Happy, a man Happy, 207, 211,
211. Sigan mandando saludos para que nos apoyen. Onyx, Alajazá, Diego, Isabela, ¿quién más me falta? Ramón Orlando, te estoy apoyando, dame algo, invítame para tu concierto en septiembre.
Un saludo a la familia Baloy.